first of all, thanks Emilio for what you're doing, and not only tonight, but what you've done with your life, with your career, and so a lot of people around the world that is bringing forward the idea and the practice of mindfulness, and it's fantastic, and it's making changes in the life of so many people. So thanks for that. I had a question last time, and I carry with me to this meditation, and it's something around mindfulness and religion, and how people around the world are hanging on to religious beliefs to get through this and other difficult moments in life, and how much that means to them. And I don't know where you have some thoughts about that, and how mindfulness can relate to that, and what's behind these deep needs as human beings that we have.
Well, thank you for that question, Gabby. And first of all, just a deep bow and honoring of you and all of the people of Italy for what you have been through and what you are still going through. And I just want to recognize that our hearts really have been resonating with what's going on with you, just as we can feel your heart's resonating with the lessons that we're now going through, and perhaps didn't learn from what you going through. So in terms of religion, I won't go into it in very much detail, but the actual root of the meaning means to ligate or to bind together. So that religious impulse is really an impulse to connect with what is unknown, and in some sense unknowable by us humans, because our minds are limited in various kinds of ways. At least our thinking minds are limited in various kinds of ways. But when we drop into the heart, then a lot of those limitations disappear and dissolve. And so there is this deep sense of interconnectedness, not just with humans, but with nature, with the universe, with the stars, with the sun, with the sky. And in that sense, we are, in some sense, marvel at the magnificence and the mystery of being alive in this world. And so whatever path one finds congenial, whether it was one was born into it or learned it through one's parents, or through one's church or synagogue or mosque or temple or whatever it is, the most important message is the message of the heart, that the human heart is capable of basically embracing the deep mystery of our interconnectedness. And the mind that knows that it doesn't know can actually be a profound source of intelligence, because then we can see deep connectivity and order within disorder, within chaos. And that allows us to actually learn and grow and heal and transform ourselves across the lifespan. So meditation practice very often is associated with religion, but what the meditation practices in all religions are really pointing to is what the true nature of our humanity as living beings is. And so it doesn't matter what door you enter into this room. The important thing is not to get attached to the doorway or the form of the doorway and think my doorway is nicer than this other doorway or whatever, but to just enter the room. And the room is the room of our own heart and of our profound interconnectedness to nature, to each other, to humans, to the sky, to the sun, to the moon, to the stars, to galaxies, to the gravitational field. There's no end to it. And science and religion are now coming together, and we can actually measure, and it was measured 100 years after Einstein's general theory of relativity. You can actually measure the vibrations in space-time due to colliding black holes, unthinkable numbers of light years away, and enormous numbers of solar masses colliding. So the mind can't deal with that kind of thing. in the same way as it can't deal with quantum reality, but we know enough about it to actually be able to not only measure it, but understand that this is pointing to something that is totally awesome about the universe we inhabit, and really should require a sense of wonder and awe at the experience of even a brief life on this planet and what it can offer us when we don't get too involved in harming each other and being driven by fear rather than by love. Thanks for that question.
Thank you.